service of the royal family.
They will know what hit them.
I'll not fail you. As you wish.
The path is set.
I'm up.
Gaze upon the face of your... A trivial undertaking. What would you ask? By your word.
Come then. Victory grows ever closer.
Come. I've not chosen my grave yet.
Joseph!
Do mine eyes deceive me, Virginia? You were but a teenager when last we met, but now you stand a princess fair and true.
A lot can change in 10 years.
Indeed it can. I'm relieved to see you safe.
The same to you. When our scouts brought word of your army's approach, I knew I had to verify the report for myself.
Scouts, my lady? But I was led to believe you were in hiding.
I was sent here to Drakenhold 10 years past, as a refugee when Galerius brandished his sword against our family. I've been in the care of their second prince, Gilbert, ever since.
Forgive me for not coming to your aid sooner.
There's nothing to forgive. My attendant Leia sees my every need fulfilled and more.
The issue at hand, your ladyship?
Yes, yes.
The good Prince Gilbert is currently amassing troops at WHA in hopes of recapturing his castle. We ask that you and your soldiers cooperate in that siege, but such a request must surely meet the approval of your commander. Might we solicit an audience?
Oh, I almost forgot. Where is he? Huh?
It's been too long, Virginia.
Is that you, Elaine? I barely recognized you, grown as you are. You know, I can still remember when you were just a babe at your mother's breast. And now look at you, even taller than I am.
I believe I was 7 when last we met, and weaned for years by then.
What I mean to say is, I'm proud of you. That, and that my blade belongs to this liberation of yours from here forward.
Your ladyship, please. Have you forgotten you're still under Prince Gilbert's protection? This isn't a decision you should make without at least consulting him first.
I don't need his protection, not anymore. Though, I admit, I owe him quite a lot for what he's done. I don't plan on letting that debt go unpaid. Which is exactly why Elaine here is going to help us, yes? Everybody wins by my count. If not, there's always room at my side for a hard-to-please attendant.
Hey, you sure about this? She seemed more like a windstorm than a princess.
Queen Elenia often spoke of how young Virginia reminded her so greatly of herself as a child. And I must say, the resemblance is striking.
She was always more sister than cousin to me, in truth. Whenever I needed an ear, hers was the first I'd pull. In any case, Leia, the Liberation Army will answer your call. And thank you again for the kindness you've shown Virginia all these years. I know she can be a bit difficult.
'Tis no greater kindness than yours, Prince. Cornea's aid is a beacon of light in our darkest hour. Know that my life is ever in your service, and that of the glory of Drakenhold.
how far the mighty fall, our great General Berengaria rotting away in a cage.
It's the least you deserve for double-crossing Zenoira.
Hilarious. You oppress a continent, devise cowardly schemes, and still have the gall to judge other people's morals.
What schemes do you speak of?
I'm not sure if you're playing dumb or just living the reality. I mean your plan to besiege Prince Gilbert in the Colosseum. Zenoira will shove out any street rat that fits into a uniform if it means keeping their failed defensive afloat. How terrifying.
We'll see how sharp that tongue of yours is once the executioners cut it from your skull. Go on and keep talking while you still can.
What do we have here? Looks like Travis's little lessons might actually come in handy.
Ours.
In service of the royal family.
They will know what hit them.
We march. Onward.
Awaiting your command. Very well.
Ready.
Ride any distance. I'm prepared for anything. I ride it once. Do your worst. It was never in doubt.
You face me. A fine bout. Your villainy ends here. Victory grows ever closer.
I shall hold nothing back. A trivial undertaking. Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Come then.
I shall hold nothing back.
To forge a brighter dawn
I've
for
not
Thebris.
chosen my grave yet.
You face me. A fine bout.
Gaze upon the face of your demise. Come. I've not chosen my grave yet. What would you ask? By your word.
The time is at hand. To me, 'tis ours now.
I have taken it as our own.
Onward.
Fate is a cruel mistress indeed. Is it such a crime to simply walk the streets? How was I meant to know we were to stay in our homes? I need you now more than ever, Hilda.
You there.
Who are you?
Nobody more than a simple sellsword. Now, come. My patron demands your presence.
Me? But... Sir, would you care to tell me where we're going?
We should be clear of them by now.
You mean I'm saved? But why?
Let's merely say I have dues to settle with Zenoira. There's no time for that now, though. Run. As fast and far as you can.
Wait,
I'll prove my worth. It shall be done. Prepare yourselves. Victory! I'm ever in your service. Yeah! I shall never fail. A worthy foe.
You're late. Where in the seven hells have you been?
That's a difficult question, but I can tell you one thing, and there I found a single flower. A beautiful bloom like none you've ever seen.
What madness are you spouting now? No matter. I haven't the time for it. A skirmish has broken out in the nearby plains, and we're off to fortify the defenses. Stay here and stand watch.
I won't let you down. A skirmish with whom, I wonder?
what is it?
I'll prove my worth. It shall be done.
I shall hold nothing back for the liberation.
Come then.
We march.
Do you need a healer? I understand.
You face me. Well fought. The time is at hand. To me.
What shall I do? I depart.
Your villainy ends here. Victory grows ever closer. Come then. Well fought.
not fail you. Very well.
How about I hit some? What are we doing? I'm going.
Gaze upon the face of your... A trivial undertaking. Come. No. What would you ask? As you wish.
Out of my way.
Gaze upon the face of your... I've not chosen my grave yet.
About time. What are we doing?
I'll not fail you. Very well.
We march. The path is set.
Ignorant fool.
You face me. A fine bout. Hold a moment. I take it you're General Berengaria.
And who's asking?
I am Elaine, commander of the Cornea Liberation Army.
Well, how about that? You've got the right of it. Berengaria is the name, but I'm no general anymore. Just a deserter on the run these days. And no one...
Welcome news. If you're willing, I'd count you among our allies as well. Come, help us topple Zenoira's wicked reign.
Where are you... He's bolder than I expected. Guess I wouldn't mind playing along for a bit.
To me. Come then. My legs grow heavy.
We've done it, Prince Elaine. Zenoira's grip on this land is no more.
A feat only possible through your unceasing effort. Now, allow me to present a former general in their ranks. This is Berengaria.
I said it wouldn't be easy, but I guess this is you we're talking about.
Ren!
Travis, what in the devil's tail are you doing here?
I should be asking you the same thing. Why's my own sister siding with Zenoira? Did you forget what those bastards did to our father? How they slaughtered him before our very eyes? Answer me!
I can't. Not yet. But what about you, huh? I told you plain, I don't want you near me. Now go home and bury yourself in your beloved books, why don't you?
Things have changed, Ren. I fight to sever the hand of tyranny, while you sit here feasting out of its palm.
That's not fair. You know it.
I wasn't aware they were siblings. Not especially close ones, it would seem.
I'd suggest you stay out of it, Leia. They say time heals all wounds, but a scar that deep may take an entire lifetime.
Please be safe, Hilda.
Is she a friend of yours?
My sister, actually. A fearless warrior who tears through the skies atop the most graceful wyvern you've ever seen. But despite all that, I can't help but worry about her.
I can understand the feeling.
Oh, where are my manners? I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Prim, a cleric in service of the Palavian Church.
And I, a simple wanderer. You can call me Aramis.
Sir Aramis, then. Allow me to thank you again for retrieving me from that horrible place.
Please, it was nothing worth such embellishment. Just indulging a selfish urge to help those in need.
Selfish? I can't imagine anything less. You and Hilda are quite alike, actually. Both pursuing a noble cause far beyond just yourselves. Oh, and you'll be joining the Liberation too, yes? We can make the trek back to camp together if you'd like.
Apologies, but I think I'll stay here a moment.
Is something wrong? If you need healing from the battle, I'd be more than glad to oblige.
Thank you, but I'm all right. I'll be but a few footsteps behind.
Very well then. I'll be waiting for you.
Do you make a habit of eavesdropping, or am I the lucky exception? Sure.
Got a keen eye on ya. My wares won't disappoint. You got a deal. Your coins...
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold. Much obliged. Be wait.
Got a keen eye on ya. My wares won't disappoint. Your coins...
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold. Much obliged. Be...
We got problems, boss! Big ones!
Don't tell me. The Liberation Army's gearing up to kick down our door? Already heard the news, thanks.
Slaughtering a snake in winter, kid.
You don't have to rub it in.
So, what's the call, boss?
Well, ain't that the question of the hour? See, us mercs gotta have a knack for picking the side that's gonna come out on top. Only way I ended up at night was by knowing just when to go searching for a new client. It's got me thinking. Is Zenoira really how we hit it big? Yeah, only one way to find out. Round up the best sword arms in the gang, do it quick. Rumors have any kick to them, and these Liberation folk won't be the kind of backstabbing rats we're used to. Time to see what they're working with.
hit him.
In service of the royal...
Sure thing. On it.
We march. Onward.
I'm up. You got it.
You face me. Well fought. Come then. You face me. A fine bout. Come then. Well fought.
Damn. Not my best gamble.
Fetch me the axe, Elaine.
Whoa, hold on there, lady. At least let a guy beg for his neck, will ya? I was just putting you to a little test, that's all. No bad blood, I swear it.
And what about the blood of your men? Do you feel nothing for those you've lost?
Doesn't matter what I feel. Tears won't bring him back. But listen, I'm all in on this liberation of yours. I'll have my gang clear the city. Cut ties with the Emperor, too, while we're at it. The only boss I'm willing to die for is you, Chief.
The man will say anything to save his own skin. I'll leave his judgment to you, Elaine.
You're welcome amongst us, provided you swear to never treat our lives the same callous way you did your own.
Sounds like my read on you was right, then. You got a kind soul under all that armor and formality. Anyway, might be a hard sell with the way things turned out, but I know my way around a sword. This bet'll come good, trust me.
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold. Much of people.
Thank you both for coming. I take it you are Prince Elaine, commander of the Liberation Army and rightful heir to Cornea's throne.
Indeed I am. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, my king.
I am no king, merely Gilbert for now. My coronation must wait until Castle Soldraga is ours once more.
Prince Gilbert, then. I've word that you request our aid?
Just so. Ever since my father's demise in the tragic campaign against Zenoira, I have devoted myself to but one cause: to gather what survivors clung to life and fight onward for the past, present, and future of Drakenhold. Yet the battle which saw us win back Balmrate claimed many of our finest men, and morale has suffered accordingly.
Hence you seek reinforcements?
Correct. It wounds my pride to admit it, but I would suffer any injury before I see my people suffer worse.
We march to vanquish Galerius and free all nations of Fevrith alike, including Drakenhold. We will join you.
You've quite the grand vision for yourself, seeking to unify the entire continent. And yet that vision is the beacon which draws soldiers to your ranks and fuels your army's unceasing advance.
'Tis but a dream for now. One that will remain as such unless we can recapture your palace.
Sorry to interrupt this little war council. I've got...
What is it?
Zenoira approaches the Colosseum, and they bring a battalion of some size with them.
How large, exactly?
Bit over 4 times our head count, if memory serves me right.
That's absurd.
What shall we do, Prince Gilbert?
Unfortunate as it may be, we lack the time necessary for any sort of elaborate preparation. We'll have to make do with what personnel we have. The catapults around our Colosseum walls will prove vital as well. And scant as our defenses are, it seems I have no choice but to sortie myself. We halt their advance together.
That's most of it cleared out. Oh, you here to buy something? I was just about to close up for the day. Would you mind if I looked around first? I'll be my guest, though I can't promise I've got much left to look at. This one here is gorgeous. Oh, that old thing? I'll let you have it on the cheap if you want. And are you sure? It's all yours. For only 5 mil. That's a bit beyond my budget. I'm only teasing. Cute girl comes walking into my stall and I just can't help myself. I was actually looking to offload the whole set. How about a nice even 500? Whoa. What is it? Behind you. Oh, she's huge.
You two ever hear of manners? Though, I'll take that over the usual. Most people split the second they see me coming.
Can I help you with something?
Sure can. See, I'm new in town, looking for the Colosseum. But everyone I ask goes all wide-eyed and runs off. There is a Colosseum here, yeah?
There is, but I believe they've put competitions on hold until matters in the region improve. I hear the prince is always out for spare steel, though. Why not try there if you're looking for work?
I'm not looking. Prince might not be a bad idea, though. I'll see what I can squeeze out of him. Oh, and Thanks.
What a woman.
All of you, back to camp. And those who've come into town. Well, you know what happens next.
That's the last of the poor souls. Not a one slipped past us.
The day will come when we look back at this, all of this, and feel we made the right decision. It has to, doesn't it?
Another of your recruits, and from the same squadron, too. Most of them caught it on their way back to the encampment, or so I've heard. You had no choice, my lady.
Don't touch the bodies. I'll have an undertaker dispose of them as soon as I'm able. This foul disease has blighted our land for far too long. It may have ravaged half this town once before, but never again. No matter what that takes.
Some claim this illness is actually a noxious gas exuded from the mouth of any who speaks poorly of Zenoira. Yet others seem to believe it's a curse placed on us by the savage beast folk of the northern reaches.
Lunacy and hysteria, every word. Round up anyone that espouses these theories and snap them out of it. Similar superstitions took hold when the outbreak first arose 6 years ago, bringing complete and utter chaos with them.
But I won't let it happen again. We'll quash the rumors and keep hold of what precious order we can. How fare the health inspections?
Not well, ma'am. Especially among the merchants. They take issue with our examining their wares at every border crossing.
Then they're free to take issue straight to the local jail. I'm sure the guards will be more than happy to lend an ear. Oh, and be doubly thorough with anyone approaching from the south. The spread down there is nigh unchecked, or so I hear.
Lady Hilda! The rebel army has been sighted in our vicinity, ma'am.
As if one pounding headache weren't enough. Prepare for combat, men. We must defend this fragile order at all costs.
Ride any distance. They will be ours.
In service of the royal family.
They will know what hit them.
Awaiting your command. By your word.
To me.
Sure thing. On it. I'm up.
Merely say the word. Consider it done.
I shall hold nothing back. A trivial undertaking.
face me. The fine bout. The time is at hand. Onward. Your villainy ends here. Well fought. Come then. The fine bout.
I'm prepared for anything.
What would you ask? As you wish.
So, you've returned.
I have.
Come with me, Prim. Away from this plague-ridden place.
And forsake all those who suffer? They need the balm of faith, now more than ever.
I knew you would say that. But what can your unicorn do for them exactly? All of us stand equal before the maw of pestilence. And faith is but a bandage dressed upon a mortal wound. You saw what happened 6 years ago. How quickly this world can sink into turmoil without authority to guide it, without order.
Stop talking for a second and listen, Hilda. I've been looking into the source of this plague, and the people of the church actually found something. It was deep in the ruins, not far from here. A vast array of poisons, each one more deadly than the last. That, and a stockpile of arms bearing the Zenoiran crest.
A valiant attempt to pin this on our benefactors. You should know better than to believe every whisper you hear on the wind.
This isn't some backstreet rumor. Go and see for yourself if you don't believe me.
Enough! Either you join me, or you leave. And should you aim to disrupt the order I fought so hard to maintain, I'll have to punish you just like all the rest.
Wait, please!
You face me. Well fought. We march. The path is set.
Sure thing. You got it.
Awaiting your command. I'll not fail you. By your word.
Merely say the word. My steed is swifter than the wind. I ride for Cornea.
Gaze upon the face of your... I've not chosen my grave yet. I shall hold nothing back. A trivial undertaking. What would you ask? As you wish. Hoist the banners.
Your villainy ends here. A fine bout. The time is at hand. Onward. Come then. Well fought. For the liberation. We march. The path is set.
Prepare yourselves. Victory!
not fail you. By your word.
I'm up.
I've arrived.
You don't stand a chance. Told you I'm awesome.
I take it you're the leader of the rebels, then. Do with me as you will. But allow me to speak first, if I may. The matter is a grave one.
Our ears are yours.
If the people of this land flee for fear of violence, the disease that has tormented us without rest will spread elsewhere. I suggest you inform them they will not come to harm, and seal the trade routes in and out of the territory at once.
The casualties of this scourge pile high indeed, my prince.
Yes. Zenoira has gouged deeper scars than I expected. Chloe, do as she's asked.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Hey! Wait for me!
You speak with a liar's tongue, Prince. This talk of scars will only sow worry and hatred.
If I may, madam, 6 years passed. Zenoira's conquest was halted at this very spot. Try as they could. How then, nigh 5 moons later, did their forces grasp victory from the cold clutches of defeat?
The onset of the plague, of course. The affliction has spread its tendrils far and wide, always arriving but a moment ahead of Zenoira's advance. It's far too convenient to be coincidence.
As if I'd be swayed by such ludicrous tales. We've spoken long enough. If you plan to cut me down...
Hilda, there's no foe more troubling than a skilled leader who commands the loyalty of her men. Were you to fight us till your dying breath, those who champion you would surely do the same. The Liberation can ill afford keeping such an enemy. But we would gladly count you as an ally instead.
You would count me a traitor. Whatever your claimed grievances with Zenoira, my trident stands ever loyal in her service. After all, I could never hope to preserve order in my ranks if I changed course with...
Then you leave me little choice. I shall see you relieved of that trident, and retained under our supervision until the disease is driven back once and for all.
So be it. Now come. There'll be no point in barring the roads if we don't do it quickly. I wanted to thank you for seeing my wyvern back safely.
Of course. We'd been looking after it as best we were able, but I was told the worm would heed none but you.
He is as blindly loyal as I am, yes. Prim, it was all there, just as you said. Proof of their foul experiments, buried in the darkest depths of those ruins. Everything's grown quite clear to me now. Zenor...
Thank you for trusting me, Hilda.
And you, say you win, and cast off the chains that bind this land. What next? What becomes of Drakenhold?
We fight on. Not only for the sake of this kingdom, but for lasting order that rings out across Fevrith.
Order. That reminds me, that army of yours is little more than a disheveled tangle of limbs. You'll need far more agile battalions if you'll have any hope of overcoming Zenoira's might. Maybe you can start with one led by a talented worm rider.
If such a rider is offering to join, we would be lucky to have her. You'll make a fine addition, Hilda.
I suppose I could be persuaded then.
Be out. To me.
I wield this lance for the people of Cornea.
They will know what hit them.
Until my dying breath, I advance.
Your villainy ends here. Come then. A fine bout. Your villainy ends here. Well fought. We march. The path is set.
I shall see it done. Your decree made manifest.
something. No stopping now.
Come then. Victory grows ever closer.
You won't find fight. Be wait.